I
don't know
love
about
you, but come on. All right, finishing the Dynamite report. Uh, we had another promo from Roderick Strong, and it didn't do anything for me. He delivered it fine. It's just that he's talking about a match that's half-ass cold. Because we haven't seen his opponent in forever until that promo just a few moments ago. Uh, they did a thing outside with Jack Perry and his van, and I got the message of what they're trying to do to create awareness for that match, and they did a nice job of that without question. Uh, they had a segment with Jericho and contract signing with Ishii, the Stone Pitbull, but they're not on the pay per view. They're on Dynamite next week. They had a nice little interaction, little video breakup. Have you watched? They've done a nice job as AEW with a lot of their pre-recorded stuff. For example, the Julia Hart vignettes. Have you noticed? Have you watched those, Conrad?
they've been fantastic.
Yeah, they have. They give you questions without all the answers, which I think is kind
Yes.
of cool. It makes the fans think, "What's next?" I'm a big Julia Hart fan. I think she's just the best. Uh, I can see her really being dominant with a slew of wins in the women's division. She's just a great character. She looks good, and I'm all for her. She's good. And they get that little thing there with her and Jamie Hayter. So they're trying to build those women up. The main event was Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta, which could be considered by some old school purists as a little bit of a head scratcher. But they had a nice match, and Orange goes over as was expected with one of those Pat Patterson quick ones, quick 1, 2, 3. So that was a decent ending, I thought. And then they plugged All In Texas. That's going to be a big deal.
Tickets are on sale right now, AEWTIX.com. They've got a lot of premium opportunities. It's going to be here before you know it. All In Texas, Saturday, July the 12th. And the VIP packages are on sale right now. Of course, regular tickets go on sale or pre-sale on December 2nd. And the official on sale will be December 9th. Normally, of course, All In has been, at least the last 2 years, a Wembley opportunity.
Yeah.
But now it's stateside where the Rangers play in Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Field. Tickets are on sale now, AEWTIX.com. This is sort of the coming out party for AEW in a big stadium show here, Jim.
Yeah, I'm curious how it's going to go and how people are going to react to it. It's a great venue. It's travel accessible with being in Dallas in the middle part of the United States. That's good, but it's a bold move. It's a bold promotional move that we'll do all we can to make sure it's successful. But it's going to be an interesting venture and no UK trip. So some of the talents will be happy with that because getting to Dallas is easy, and we have a lot of talents that live in Texas because no state tax like Florida. So that's important. Save yourself a bunch of money. All In Texas. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a fun event. That'll be a loaded card without question. And I hope we get Kenny Omega. What's going on with Kenny Omega?
He's making his return for New Japan Pro Wrestling. It'll be Wrestle Dynasty. I think that's going to be in January. It looks like it's going to be against Gabe Kidd, who he's vowed will never set foot in AEW. So he's going to have some fun over in Japan in January. It looks like, Jim.
He's vowing that Gabe Kidd will not be ever in AEW.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know. I don't know who Gabe Kidd is, but I hope Kenny Omega's back in AEW sooner than later.
He says they don't need him and that he's going to focus on New Japan.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Toni Storm retired from wrestling this week too. She said AEW doesn't need her. What do you make of Kenny Omega, Eddie Kingston, and Tony Storm all saying AEW's fine. They don't need me.
I don't agree with it. I like all those people. They entertain me. They are exciting. They're compelling talents in their own unique ways. You losing it. Eddie Kingston's great for, great for certain things. Kenny Omega's one of the best workers in the world.
No doubt.
Seriously. And him saying, well, they don't need me. We don't need the best worker in the world. I think you're wrong there, Kenny. So that's a blow to me. And maybe that stuff changes. It could change that's why the eraser is the most vital weapon in wrestling. You erase somebody's name, you put somebody else's name in that spot. So, we'll see. But Kenny Omega's one of my favorites. Just I'm selfish. I want my guys to be front and center.
You know what's crazy, Jim? Kenny Omega's last match was against Ethan Page.
Wow.
Who's now with NXT. I mean, that's how long ago it's been since we've seen him in a ring. I, for one, am a huge Kenny Omega fan. Can't wait to see him back in the ring. It is interesting his return is going to be in New Japan, but I kind of feel like that can't just be a coincidence that you see all these talents saying, oh, AEW doesn't need us right now. I think we might be looking at a little story here, JR.
Oh, good.
Just guessing.
I'm all for the story.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose Kenny Omega permanently from AEW television.
No doubt.
He's too good. He's just really, really good. And guys like that don't come along all the time. They don't grow on trees, as the old cliche goes. But they don't come along, but only a few times in a lifetime. So you hate to lose a guy that's got that much talent, that much versatility.
I think Kenny Omega's in it for the long haul with AEW. SaveWithConrad.com.
Hi, I'm Sean Soto. I live near St. Louis, but I listen to a few of the podcasts. Ole JR, 83 Weeks, quite a bit. My wife and I had experienced some issues with credit card debt, and I had heard the testimonials of others refinancing and helping alleviate their credit card debt, and so I had looked into it, and that's how we started. I worked with Larry. He was very thorough and was able to explain the entire process for us and made it about as easy as it possibly could be. It was far more easier than I anticipated it to be, actually. With the credit cards and everything that we had, we were paying the minimum monthly payment every month and basically getting nowhere for, I don't know, probably the last 5 years. And after everything was all said and done, we completely paid off all the credit card debt, and we were saving, after paying those off, we were saving over $300 a month. Oh, I would highly recommend it to anyone that's looking to save some money, because it was a tremendous help. I've already told my other friends about it. I'm Sean Soto. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I have saved over $300 a month with SaveWithConrad.com.
NMLS number 2129, Equal Housing Lender.
SaveWithConrad.com.